Imagine the uproar: the Philadelphia Phillies, a team with World Series aspirations, potentially considering a struggling outfielder who just had the worst season of his career. That's the reality facing Phillies fans as the team navigates a complex free agent market, and the name causing the most buzz and anxiety is Michael Conforto. The Phillies are definitely in the market for outfield help. With questions swirling around Kyle Schwarber's role as designated hitter and a clear need to bolster their corner outfield positions, they're exploring all avenues. This includes dipping into both the international and domestic talent pools. Ideally, they'd land a big fish like Chicago Cubs outfielder Kyle Tucker, a player who could truly transform their lineup. But snagging Tucker will be a fierce competition, likely involving a hefty contract. If those top-tier pursuits fall through, the Phillies might have to consider fallback options. And one name that keeps popping up, according to Phillies Nation's Destiny Lugardo, is Michael Conforto. But here's where it gets controversial: is Conforto really the answer? Conforto's recent performance raises serious red flags. His 2025 season with the Los Angeles Dodgers was, to put it mildly, a disaster. He signed a one-year, $17 million deal, but his production plummeted. Let's break down the numbers. He batted a dismal .199 with a .637 OPS, on-base plus slugging. To make matters worse, he was completely left off the Dodgers' postseason roster, all 4 series. This wasn't just a minor slump, it was a complete collapse. Conforto couldn't even maintain a batting average above the Mendoza line, generally considered .200. Even the Dodgers, known for revitalizing struggling veterans, deemed him unplayable in October. Lugardo bluntly stated that Conforto somehow managed to stay on the roster throughout the regular season despite his abysmal performance, only to be excluded from all playoff games. And this is the part most people miss: it wasn't just about the stats, it was about the lack of impact he had on the team. So, why even consider him? Well, the Phillies seem comfortable with their current center field options, Jalen Crawford and Brandon Marsh. If they can't find a significant upgrade, they're willing to stick with what they have. This opens the door for a low-risk, high-reward gamble on a corner outfielder, a description that, unfortunately, fits Conforto. But be warned, signing Conforto would not be a popular move in Philadelphia. Fans are clamoring for impactful additions, not reclamation projects. Lugardo herself acknowledged the likely backlash, stating, "Everyone will be very upset if the Phillies actually do this." And she's probably right. Why the skepticism? Because hitters who lose their confidence often struggle to regain it. Conforto was once a feared power hitter, capable of launching 30 home runs in a season. But in recent years, he's struggled to make consistent contact. Teams are unsure if his struggles are due to mechanical issues, a flawed approach at the plate, or lingering physical limitations from his major shoulder surgery in 2022. However, if the Phillies do pursue Conforto, it would likely be on a short, team-friendly contract, a low-stakes gamble designed to tap into his potential. We're talking about a possible deal around $5 million. A $5 million bet on a former slugger who contributed nothing to the Dodgers' playoff run is still a risk, but a manageable one. Philadelphia's entire offseason strategy hinges on whether they can land a premium outfielder or are forced to scrape together cheaper alternatives. Conforto falls squarely into the latter category, a player with a promising past, a concerning present, and an uncertain future. The Phillies would be banking on a bounce-back that Lugardo believes is possible but far from guaranteed. And if that gamble fails, the criticism will be swift and loud, just as Lugardo predicted. For a team with legitimate postseason ambitions, the question boils down to this: is a .199 hitter worth the potential headache, even at a discount? This is a question that's sure to spark debate. Would you, as a Phillies fan, be willing to take a chance on Conforto? Or do you think the potential for disappointment outweighs any possible reward? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What other, more creative solutions could the Phillies explore?